this episode, I'm gonna do it yourself on a service line and bring it up to my shed. So I need to trench this in. The code here is 24 inches deep. I've got 200 amp service line, which is they're the size of my finger, and there's 3 wires like that, so that's some big wire. I got to go about 230 feet from the power pole down by the street up to the shed. The ground isn't frozen yet, luckily. It's late November and 35 degrees today, Fahrenheit. So I've got PVC conduit coming out of the shed, and it ends up right about where these flags are underneath the slab. So I got to trench up to there, and then I'm going to find the end. I'm going to run along this edge. Might be a little tricky going between the trees. We'll see how many roots I run into. Then they're going to go all along the driveway down to the pole right there. So this is my first time running a trencher, but you know, I'm YouTube University certified now because I watched a couple last night, so I'm an expert. Anyway, the trencher. This thing can do 36 inches deep, so I'm gonna go shoot for about 30 just to give myself a little more room. We'll see how it goes. So it's a big track powered machine. Well, my wife called it big. I'd say it's not very big. Let's get it unloaded and start. According to my records, my trench is 7 feet out from the wall. 7 feet. And it's 21 inches from the door. Not farther than I thought. 21 feet puts me way back here. When you hit a big root, it's got to reverse hit it, so you can back it out a little bit, then hit it again, back it out, hit it again. Put my finger about there. So right there we got about 30, 27. That was 30. This transition got pretty clean. I must have been an expert at that point. 28 there. So I ran into 2 spots. I had to get the excavator out. One, there was a tremendous amount of roots or a stump or something right at this point here. Probably close to 24 there. So the plan down here, I'm going to move my meter from the house right to here. This is the line that goes to the house. Goes through here, up here. So I wrapped around it this way, back around the back side for my new one. I got to get moving here. I want to get all the wires laid today before we get any weather or rain or something and it fills it up. But that thing is like 150 pounds or 200 pounds of wire, and I can't lift it myself. So I'm gonna roll it. Plan is to start at the top, give myself enough extra, because I gotta get it into the shed, and then just do this all the way down, roll it down, but I'm gonna leave a little out. All right, let's lay some wire. Overdressed now that I'm physically doing more work. These roots are a little tricky. I'll get down there and shove the wire past all the roots, and the root will snap back and throw dirt in your eyes. Call that wire in. This is another spot I trenched in, getting ready for the future here. We got a spot that goes from the back of the garage to a called a bike shed. So I got all the caution tape down in the trench also. That was almost the hardest thing to do, is because the wire I could, you know, kind of push down past the roots, but the tape would just sit on top of all the roots, and the roots were, you know, coming across the trench like this and from the other side, so it's just like you had to fish them through left and right. And that took me longer than putting the line in. Whee! Get you dizzy. Well, tomorrow I will hopefully get all the trenching dug in or filled in, and call it good. I don't need to show you that. That's going to be a lot of boring shoveling. Oh, don't look back there. That's another project.